Government must prioritize the process of establishing the national minimum wage in the country. This is the call from unions after a high-level meeting at NEDLAC on the issue that was cancelled today because Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa was unavailable. He chairs the NEDLAC Committee of Principals, comprising of labor, government, business and civil society.
The meeting today was due to kickstart the process of thrashing out the details of how to implement the national minimum wage. Labour Federation COSATU says it's worried delays to this process could play into the hands of those opposed to the national minimum wage. It says business has largely been dragging its feet since it was agreed at last year's Labour Relations in Daba to establish the national minimum wage.
They have not been coming to the party. They have been frustrating the process of meetings of the small technical committees that are supposed to do the donkey work to prepare for the meetings of the principals. And we're getting frustrated by their filibustering and stonewalling.
Labour Federation FEDUSA says it's critical to implement the national minimum wage to reduce increasing inequalities between the rich and poor in this country.
20 years into democracy, we have actually seen that the gap between those at the bottom and those at the top have actually widened. And therefore it is now the ideal time that we must implement the national minimum wage because there is no cap at the top how much money chief executive officers can earn.
Discussions at NEDLAC are also due to set the level of the national minimum wage. Metal Workers Union NUMSA is not represented at NEDLAC after being kicked out of COSATU last year. It hopes to influence the process through the public hearings starting in February.
We think that the 12,500 put forward by mine workers is a justifiable minimum wage. We know that there are talks of 4,000, 8,000, which is in the process of debate. From where we stand, the national minimum wage must constitute a living wage, and therefore 12,500 rand is not an unreasonable thing to be asking.
Government hopes to implement the national minimum wage after July this year. Liuta Motlogelwa, SABC News, Johannesburg.